Well, it may be Friday today, but that does not stop airdrops from coming in. So let's talk about everything you need to know for crypto airdrops today. Now, yesterday, the first actual official airdrop for Dimension stakers was finally announced, and that was the NIM token. I talked about this yesterday. You can go and claim your tokens. You don't have to even connect a wallet. You just have to copy and paste your wallet address. One thing I did not mention yesterday, however, which is actually pretty cool, is that NIM has included an allocation to people that donate to Gitcoin public goods. Now, this is something that I've talked about previously on the channel. It's a good way to give back to the Ethereum ecosystem, but it can also actually help you out in a bunch of ways. It can help you get proof of humanity on the Gitcoin passport, and it can actually get you airdrops. So I would say that donating via the Gitcoin public goods actually has enough incentives that you could actually potentially get more out of it than you're even making in the form of the donation. So this is kind of an unexpected part of this airdrop, but definitely super cool. And then moving over to the modular ecosystem, this is a list of projects from the roll-up on Twitter that are leading the so-called modular expansion. And actually, Andy has provided a list of potential airdrops for Dimension stakers. So if you thought that this NIM airdrop was just the end of it, I don't think so. I think there's gonna be a lot more. And then in terms of actual moon math on the price of the NIM tokens, I've seen this here from OxJPEG. It depends obviously on the market cap, the size of the project. And I don't put too much stock into predictions like this, but it is fun to try and guess how much an airdrop could be worth. And if people are getting a couple hundred tokens that are worth somewhere between 40 cents and a couple of bucks, this could actually end up being a pretty decent airdrop. Okay, next up, this is definitely more of a rumor than anything concretely confirmed, but in the Telegram group for Layer 0, apparently they have been hinting at the month of April. Now, I don't know if this is actually going to be for the token. According to Layer 0 Corner, which is kind of a community group for Layer 0 on Twitter, they're speculating maybe it will be just the launch of Stargate V2. But I do think that if you are trying to farm Layer 0, you're probably running out of time. At max, I would say there's a couple of months left. And now that Ethereum gas fees have come back down to a reasonable level, this is the middle of the day during a weekday, and it's only 26 Gwei right now for the base fee. So in the middle of the night, it's actually even cheaper than that. This is a great time to push through a couple of transactions through the Stargate bridge and trigger Layer 0 interactions. Next up, the mode airdrop has changed the way that they do points, and now actually they update daily. So previously you had to wait a week to see how many points you were getting. They only updated on Wednesdays, but now they update daily. I missed this the other day, but I wanted to just mention it to you. And then speaking of the mode airdrop, today I launched the biggest, most comprehensive airdrop tutorial that I have ever made. This is a 20-for-1 max degen, super high risk, high reward airdrop strategy. It's 37 minutes long, and I go through in-depth, step-by-step, exactly what to do, and it hits the mode airdrop as well as a bunch of other airdrops. So this is currently only live for Patreon members who are getting early access for at least 48 hours. I've scheduled this video to go live on YouTube on Sunday, but if you want to get access to it beforehand, you would have to join the Patreon. And by the way, joining the Patreon also gets you access to the Cove Discord, where we have chats talking about best airdrop farming strategies. We ping people when there's time-sensitive alpha, and then there's also actually separate channels and threads for all of the different airdrops that people are farming here. So if you do want to join up, you get early access to content like this, and you can join the community. It's only $5 per month. All right, another interesting update comes from Nostra Finance. These guys keep shipping, and I honestly low-key think this is going to be one of the best airdrops of the next couple of months. They are a DeFi platform on Starknet where you can lend and borrow and provide liquidity. And last week they launched their new liquid stake Stark token, and now they're launching a new stablecoin. This is the first Starknet native stablecoin. They're calling it Uno. Hopefully they never rug the platform and pull one of these. But basically they're giving a giant points boost to people trying to farm the Nostra Finance points campaign and their airdrop. So if you go to the Nostra Finance app now, there's a big button here that says try Uno. So if you swap USDT or USDC into Uno, you get a 10x points boost, and then you can lend it out or provide liquidity in their application. This points boost reduces linearly over the first 2 weeks after launch, so the sooner that you get in with this, the better off you'll be. And for me personally, I am farming Nostra Finance with almost all of the assets that I have on Starknet now. I have a small amount still providing liquidity on Ekubo, but other than that, I'm kind of all in on Nostra. All right, next up, for people that have been trying to farm the Pike Finance airdrop by grinding for roles in their Discord. There's now claims open for B and C tier roles, so you can follow the link here and claim your PIU tokens if you have one of these roles. Previously, they'd already done the drop for S tier and A tier roles. All right, next up, there's a couple of things happening on the Drip platform, which is an NFT collectibles platform on Solana, and the Pyth network has been dropping NFTs. They're doing their third drop soon, and they say it's going to be a special one. But also, Parcel has signed up and they are going to be doing drops on Drip as well. So if you haven't already, you should go to your Drip account and search for Parcel and subscribe to their channel. I'm not sure if this would have any relevance to their actual airdrop, but the airdrop is happening sometime in April, so a couple of weeks away at max. And at the same time, they just launched this channel on Drip. I don't know. Might as well go and subscribe to it because collecting these are free. All right, next up, the Retro Bridge, which is a bridge that you can use to get between a bunch of different Ethereum L2s, has launched this Late Sunrise Journey NFT. It's on Arbitrum and Optimism. In order to get one of these NFTs, you have to complete a bunch of different tasks. They're listed here. But if you do collect one and mint one, it gives you a permanent 20% discount on bridging on the platform, which is pretty good. So if you're interested in checking this out, link down below. All right, next up, YieldMoss. This is a yield aggregator or auto compounder for the Cosmos ecosystem. I previously talked about it and I have some Celestia tokens staked using their strategy, and apparently they're launching a token. So that is cool, and the YMoss token is coming soon, I guess. I'm not sure if it's going to be airdropped, but honestly, I would be surprised if it wasn't. Okay, next up, we've got Redstone Oracles. So this is kind of like Pyth or Chainlink. It's in the same basket of projects, I would say. They have a campaign on right now called the Redstone Expedition, and in order to participate, you need to go to their Discord and you need to link your wallet so that you can keep track of your progress, and then they'll have your wallet address associated with your Discord address that probably will actually result in some sort of airdrop benefits. And they've also launched one quest on Galaxy that you can claim for season 1 of the Redstone Expedition. So if you want to try and start farming this kind of a new project starting from scratch, they're probably going to have some airdrop rewards at the end of this. Okay, next up, Camino Finance, a DeFi platform within the Solana ecosystem that I've talked about a lot on this channel, has launched a Camino content program where you can earn some Camino tokens by producing content about Camino. So this could be on Twitter, could be on YouTube, or elsewhere. And this isn't only for people like me that actually have a YouTube channel with a decent amount of subscribers. It looks like you can actually just try to produce some content about Camino, and then you go to this Google form here, enter in the links to what you created, and you might get rewarded. So if you're trying to farm this airdrop and you don't have that much capital to allocate towards it, you could try doing something like this and see what you get. Next up, Merkle has launched a new M badge for SyncSwap. So I've spoken about Merkle a couple of times before. They have all of these badges where you do on-chain tasks and you get attestations that attach to this little NFT that you mint and basically confirm your on-chain status. And SyncSwap teased that they're going to be having an airdrop soon. So if you're interested in collecting this badge right here and then getting a few attestations for it, you might as well go and check this out. And then to finish off, I've got 3 testnet campaigns that you can try and participate in, especially if you don't have that much capital. These could be some decent opportunities because they're still early. There's still definitely a chance here. So this first one is Morph. They're in testnet. They've raised a decent amount of capital from some pretty solid players, and they have a Galaxy campaign on right now. Next up, the Mind Network is also in testnet, and they have a Galaxy campaign on too. I'm actually potentially going to be making a full tutorial on the Mind Network, but if you want to go and complete some of these tasks and start participating in the testnet, it is going to be incentivized and it's going to culminate in an airdrop at some point. And then finally, Tabby Chain, which is also in testnet, and I've previously spoken about this project, has launched Voyager 2. And so you can visit this website here and start collecting these NFTs or artifact chests, and probably going to culminate in an airdrop as well at some point. So that is it for today's video. Hopefully you found it helpful as always, and I'll see you in the next one.